Hello everyone, MarkystalVR here, and in this video, I'm going to do a brief introduction into the nervous system, the body's internal circuitry. This is RL Specs. So what exactly is the nervous system? Fundamentally, it is the part of the body that processes stimuli and controls organs. The nervous system is primarily composed of two sections: the central nervous system, which consists of the brain and spinal column, and the peripheral nervous system, which consists of a wide array of nerves spread all throughout the body, connecting back to the central nervous system. At their core, the peripheral nervous system and central nervous system's nerves both really only serve as vessels for the primary cell within this bodily system, the neuron. The neuron is a type of cell that consists of three parts: the soma, which is the cell body, an axon, which is a long protrusion from the soma, and dendrites, which are small branched protrusions from the cell body. The main differentiator between neurons and other types of cells is its ability to be excited electrically. When a neuron is sufficiently excited, it releases an electrical pulse called an action potential, which travels along the axons and dendrites at points called synapses till it can reach its desired point within the body. There are three overarching types of neurons, which are named after or based upon their primary role within the act of transmitting signals. There are afferent neurons, which send data that is created via a stimulus to the central nervous system. Next, there are efferent neurons, which send motor or action data to the appropriate location in the body in order to manipulate the body correctly. Lastly, there are interneurons, which act as relays from one signal to another, or really as just basically glorified extension ports, in order to allow a signal to reach the destination necessary within the body. These signals, and the nervous cabling that transmits them, and the brain that processes and delegates them, are the fundamental constituents of the nervous system. When something interacts with your body, the nerves connected to sensory organs are sufficiently stimulated to the point that their afferent neurons release an action potential. That action potential will then propagate itself along the dendrites and axons until it can reach its desired location within the central nervous system. Most peripheral nerves connect to the spinal column, which is a structure at the center of the body that goes along the back and connects information up to the brain. The brain is in many respects the main organ of the nervous system and what processes the information that is received. Afferent data is interpreted by the brain, which then determines what the appropriate response is to the information that is received. Said response is then transmitted along afferent neurons to the destination points in the body, which in turn command the body to perform a certain action. Said command then makes the body perform an action, which should in turn create a change in the world, which will then subsequently create a new stimulus. Said stimulus will then have to be processed again by the body, bringing our cycle back into a full circle. With that, we have more or less covered the fundamentals of the human nervous system. The intricacies go far beyond anything that I have covered in this video, and are actually changing day by day as we learn more and more about how the nervous system works. So really, any information that I go into high-end detail on right now could end up being outdated or possibly changed up in a few months or years. It'll probably end up being a long time before we manage to get a very firm and solid in-depth understanding of how it is that the nervous system works, simply due to how complex all of its elements are. All that being said, this video should provide you a good foundation on the very fundamentals of how the nervous system works, and hopefully give you a better understanding of how it is that our body sends signals in order to manipulate itself. Well then everyone, thank you very much for watching this video. Do remember to rate, comment, share, and subscribe in order to help support the channel and to keep up to date with all the VR related content I am releasing for this channel. Do check out my blog down below if you would like to keep up to date on the various things I am thinking about at any moment in time, but can't create a video on simply due to time constraints. Also, if you would like to keep up to date on my latest thoughts, I do post every single little thing I do over here on Twitter, so if you would like to keep up to date there, just click on this link right here, or you could click up on my Facebook, which, although very useful, is mostly just regurgitating my Twitter, so yeah, definitely check out Twitter, but if you don't have a Twitter, Facebook's available. Well then everyone, thank you very much for your time. This has been MarkystalVR, logging out.